The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Audio Show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
All right, so y'all know me. Y'all know me. It took me some time to get up this morning. Not that it took me time to fully get up. That's not really what it is, okay? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Here's what it is. I felt like the other skits didn't matter. They were about the lawyer walking in. That doesn't matter. The next one was about, what else? It was about how much the larger charge is. That doesn't matter. Those skits did not matter. What matters now is them discussing the contract. Those things, hold on, Money Law, I love that you've said that. Money Law says Amber wants Anthony to sign and give her 50%, but she refuses to sign anything from anyone. I'm just showing you. I'm just showing you what's going on. Them don't want to sign it. Good morning, friends. Amber is delusional. Amber is a delusional idiot, as well as Shayla and the rest of these goof troops. They haven't spent any money on this. I hope she fires them. That lawyer just taking them money. Rusan, that would be very, very funny. I think they might. Rusan, I believe he might just fire them. Amber, you've been with Wayne, and you can't tell Dave is a player. She can't tell. Someone says all 5 of them are gonna get fired today. I can feel it. Someone else says Dave and his other women used to sleep. I saw all of them him sleep with. So that's what's been going on, friends. That's what's been going on. Let's jump into the skit. Let's talk about it because, all right. Like I said before, I have my premonitions. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this contract is this terrible. So you know what? Let's get into it. Let's jump into it. Let's go. Maybe the women are being taken advantage of. Let's go.
That's basically the terms of the agreement based on what I've seen.
Mm-hmm. Right. So it's on a case-by-case basis, right? Like every situation is going to be...
Yes, Lauren, it's a case-by-case basis, but it's about how you start, right?
It's about how you start, But in this situation, ladies, I'm gonna cut to the chase. How many of y'all are actually satisfied with the terms of the agreement based on how I've explained it?
I am.
Okay. Tell me more.
You see, honestly, I'm just a grateful person. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, I'm all about my bag and getting that coin. Mm-hmm. But in reality, we have no experience doing podcasts. It is his name. It's Kountry Wayne's name. He's the one who's giving us that name, right? We don't have anything else to stand on right now. Mm-hmm. So this is a great opportunity. I'm grateful to be able to be on the podcast to try to work towards something. And if I'm honest, I feel like the fact that he's even allowing us to use his name, we should be so indebted to him just for that.
All right, so let me just stop it right here, sir. Okay, I want y'all to go around the room and I want y'all to hold on. We know Lauren full of crap and she says a lot of stuff, but some of the things she's saying right now is not a far off. Okay, so I want y'all to work this out. I want you just to work this out. Wayne has given Tamir $280,000. I just want you to work the backdrop of how these girls are making it seem as if Wayne is duking them. On the backdrop of it, Wayne has given her that. Wayne has gone into business with Amber a couple times, giving her a bunch of breaks, right? Because it was her. Who else? Shayla basically has brought an artist to Wayne. Wayne has basically paid her as well. Delicia have come to Wayne, and well, I guess she hasn't really gotten any business dealings with him yet, right? But that's the deal of the matter. It's so weird how everybody's making it seem as though Wayne is this dragon, which he probably could be, but it's almost as if of all the people to say that, these women probably shouldn't be the one to be saying that. it just feels weird. It feels as though basically it feels as though them feel like they're being duped. And that's the only thing me look at it and I'm like, well, it's so weird. Wayne has done so much for these girls and nobody can say that. But for the mere fact that he's done so much and did so much, but then it's almost like they're making it seem as if, you know what I mean, like it's not. No, I get his business, but I just want to show you the interesting part to it, because I'm not saying it's not business and you should negotiate. Let's run into some comments. Bar 41 restaurant. What we did that for Amber for free? Candice, you're saying the statement was stupid, or Amber's, and that's the problem. They're acting like Wayne has never done anything for them. This is what they act like. O'Neill, Lauren is repeating what Wayne told her last night. I think since Wayne kept saying he's going to make them rich, that they were blindsided by some of the things in the contract. All right. I understand the lawyer part, but what's the point if they didn't put money into it? Exactly. Those are some of the things. Only like completely agree with you. Very ungrateful bunch of ladies. I'm just saying it's almost as though the ladies them make it look like Wayne is this guy they don't know. Like them don't know him and he's never done anything for them and now him just coming out of the blues to try and steal monies from them. That's how it looked like to me. O'Neill, I wouldn't sign that contract. All Amber has to do is walk away. Oh, we know the contract isn't good though. Eklin, that's my question. Oh, we know the contract is not great. How we know them doing for peanuts? Did they ever share the lawyer's view of the contract? That's what I'm trying to get right now, Dovestar. That's what I'm trying to get right now, so we can get some context. Good morning, Riri. What's up? I see you in the chat. They are delusional. The problem is that they have not proven anything in the podcast world. They haven't proven anything. And if they did their own podcast before this one, they would be paid more. That's also true. I just wanted to kind of drop some backlog and some context because I feel like no one is looking at that. And when I see online, what I'm getting is that Wayne is the shark. Which Wayne is a shark, but it's how people looking at it. It's not like Wayne hasn't given them things before. That's what O'Neill is saying. That's what I'm talking about.
Parade on it, and I'm telling you, it sits in my spirit that we should just take this contract and be grateful.
Got it. So
I don't even know who I'm looking at right now. But okay, go ahead.
What? You gotta drink the Kool-Aid.
So what I'm hearing is that you are wanting to take a little bit of a lower cut, possibly to develop leverage for the long haul. Is that what I'm
Leverage. See? That's what I'm trying to say. You said it. You said it perfectly.
See, but we have leverage. That's the thing.
Here we go again. So, okay, I'm going to tell you guys this. Lauren's thought process of this is correct. Her thought process of how you should do this is correct. Build up some leverage, then you basically ask Wayne for what you want. But them not have no leverage right now. But Amber, of course, because Dave is paying all of this money and she's divorcing Anthony, has all the leverage in the world. Now, listen to what O'Neill said. Them have a contract for 3 years. I said, get popular, then go make your money. But a lot of people in the entertainment space try to say they can just make a bunch of money. But you know what? I'm just saying. Let me read some comments. I don't want to forget the comments. Tamira getting paid $15,000 but still acting like she's spoiled. O'Neill, they think that they're supposed to get something for nothing. That's what it is. It's just something for nothing. Lauren is looking at the long haul, and she not wrong. She's looking at down the road. She's saying, hey, let's let Wayne spend the money and get us popular. When we get popular, then I can go do what I want to do. Pretty is still an entry-level qualification. Thank you very much. Entry-level. It's business. It's just like Candice. She felt privileged because she knows Wayne, so she can get away with whatever she asks for, more money, and get it. Common sense and business contracts should be reviewed by an attorney before they sign it. True. But nonetheless, I'm just looking at both sides of the fence. This is all about nothing. I haven't heard anything about what the contract says. That's true as well, Earl. And that's O'Neill's problem. What is the peanuts? We know them I get paid, but how much are they calling peanuts? We don't know either. We don't know. We don't even know what I'm calling peanuts. Like I said before yesterday, it could be $1,000 per episode. Is that peanuts? I'm just saying we don't even know what the number is. Lauren don't agree though, O'Neill. O'Neill, she just can't get more money out of him, so she's settling too. Me know she can't get any more money out of him, you know, Riri. But I think what Lauren is trying to do is to see what she can get, because I think she's strategizing in what she's doing. Lauren don't like the contract, you know, Riri. But Lauren is saying, you know what? Because okay, in the world of entertainment, you generally don't like your first contract. Your first contract is never normally a very good contract. Do you have some exceptions out there? Yes, you do. But generally, in the world of entertainment, if you listen to superstars, they will tell you them first contract was crap. Them first album was basically the deal was crappy. However, what they saw was the bigger picture. I think that's what maybe Lauren is looking at, based on what Lauren is explaining. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Lauren wanted more too. Yes, she does. She even tried to undercut Tamir last night. Yes, she does. I know that she does. Leverage without proving anything. Lauren doesn't mind the contract. If the contract was $10,000 per episode, she would still ask for more. That makes sense to O'Neill. Wayne told her last night, no more to the money or an adjusted contract. I did hear that. Yes, I did even comment on it as well. We're not going to get it done. Shayla is delusional. She talks about her worth. No experience, no job, no experience, no business. And she thinks she's being so much. She's bringing so much to the table. I'm just saying it's how the ladies them have been puffing themselves up. That's all O'Neill is saying. All O'Neill is looking at is how them have puffed themselves up. Lauren wants to be the last one standing. Can't wait to see the next kid. O'Neill, Lauren is like a dog with her tail between her legs after she get humbled. Possibly. Mom needed to needed a bath, so she negotiating. So, let's keep going.
Like, what leverage do we have ever? For real.
We are 5 beautiful women. I mean, even Wayne said it. That's hard to come by, to put 5 beautiful women on a podcast who are intelligent, who know how to speak, and who have overcome all of the things that we have overcome. I mean, ladies, it's fame is great, but it's so much more than that. I'm more than fame. I'm more than just this contract. We are so, I mean, don't you think more of yourselves than just what he.
Here we go again. So in other words, they're saying their beauty is the leverage. Is their beauty leverage? Come on, friends, come on. Because boy, they must say because them pretty, that are the leverage. Amber says because she's pretty, that is the leverage. Because she's pretty. You can't find 5 pretty women. It's hard to find 5 women who are pretty. She has said she's the prettiest thing in a town right now. Amber is saying when it comes to prettiness, it's hard to find. Is it hard? Is it hard to find 5 pretty women? So I talk about, you know, this what I mean when I said that. When I said they are basically, I don't know what the leverage is. I thought they had something that they were going to bring to the table, but you see what's going on. There are a plethora of beautiful women out there. Thank you very much. There's beauty everywhere in this industry and this space. What are they smoking? But a Funa girl, you know, a Funa girl says she's pretty. She said the leverage of prettiness. No, I would have thought that they would have come up with something to say, okay, you know what, this is the leverage, or that's the leverage. Because that's what O'Neill was saying with the contract. What is the leverage? Una pretty? The leverage is that them pretty. Is that the 5 of them pretty and that's it? What's wrong with them? It's not nothing wrong with them getting a lawyer. No, we're just dissecting it, Angela. We're dissecting it. We like the fact that them get a lawyer because it's now letting us hear what they think of the contract and what they're trying to argue for. That's what it's getting. Wayne can always find 5 other beautiful women to sit in those seats. No, because Wayne doesn't care. Someone says, Every time I think Amber is evolving, she opens her mouth and lets me down instant. It's O'Neil. Beautiful women that should have put money into a podcast the way, if necessary, to lawyer up. You that leverage, eh? Exactly. Not in that industry. So, Amber and Ernestine was on the podcast with Sarah. They both failed, and Sarah went forward. These ladies feel entitled. Yes, they don't respect the fact that Wayne paid $250,000 to make the podcast happen. Wayne wants a return upfront for possibly turning these ladies into stars. Amber needs some humbling. May I tell you no? She does need a humbling. Her fans have gassed her up. The fans have gassed her up. I've been trying to tell y'all, say, y'all have been gassing up the Amber character for so long now. She gas up now. She had the best thing since sliced bread. No, listen to me. When it comes to Amber right now, let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. I'm not in the foolishness, right? Listen to me. Listen to me. Since sliced bread, Amber has been the best thing since sliced bread. Sliced bread, I have nothing for Amber right now. Look for sliced bread. These girls are the best thing since sliced bread. That's what I'm saying right now. They are the best thing since sliced bread. Goddess, thank you very much for notifying me with the new skit. They are the best thing since sliced bread. Let's proceed forward so we can get through this.
Absolutely. I definitely do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been valuable since I've come out the womb.
That's what I'm talking about. That's called leverage. Tamara,
Absolutely.
been that girl.
What is Shayla's value? Uno tell me. No, man. Come out of the woodwork, friends. Come out of the woodwork. Come out of the woodwork. Come out of the woodwork and tell me exactly what is Shayla's value. Can anybody give me what is Shayla's value? If you don't have it, just tell me. Only no one, me no want search feed, friends. She sees Amberhead is pumping. See, Amber's head is pumped up through Skitland and vanity. And the vanity, my dear, is like a mist. The 5 dummies. Her value is the pum pum. And everyone have a pum pum. I'm just showing y'all, man. Amber need to focus on her divorce. She's willing to make more money and not realizing that she's getting paid from the podcast, and whatever she make in the marriage can consider to be marital assets. Possibly. Sign the papers. Amber, both of them. I just want to know what the value it is that she have. Want to tell me? Maybe we have something. Tamara is the same girl get kicked out of her home for being friends with Shayla. No, she's been that. Her value is begging on her back. It's being on her back of being a stalker. So now we see why she needs Anthony's money to survive, because without it, she's gonna be a problem. This is terrible. This is terrible, friend. This is terrible. This is awful. Let's keep going.
That girl.
Period.
Don't stay
Delicia,
that girl and be that girl.
her,
Been her.
been her.
Long time.
Okay? I ain't got to say it. We know who. But do you know who you are? Is my question.
Y'all just don't get it.
Well, yeah, I don't get bowing down to someone that you clearly don't know. And
That's my problem with Amber. She feels that men are always trying to basically belittle her. That's my problem with the Amber character. She believes that she's always being belittled. She always feels slighted. She always feels like someone is trying to slight her. People not always are trying to slight her. They might just be trying to do business. But you know what? Her fans are going to tell you how terrible Wayne has been. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are celebrating Jamaican parade on the Ocean Avenue in Brooklyn. Let me lead these entitled women and enjoy the parade. Enjoy the parade. Emma Otti, just enjoy the parade, because the entitled women are out there. Amber is gaslighting everyone to get what she wants. Thank you very much. That's what's going on. This is what I've been trying to tell them. Now I realize what's going on. Amber is at it again with the pretty privilege. Do you know the purpose of a podcast? Shayla can show women not what to do. Many have been in her position. Our lives can provide lessons to others not to make the same mistake. Not necessarily. because people might take it for a joke. It might actually have the opposite effect. It might have the opposite effect because it might come off as condescending. It might come off as like you're a clown. It might come off as you becoming a meme. No, probably would you get popular? Probably. But you get popular for the wrong reason, so not necessarily. What are you doing now versus what are you doing then? Has Shayla changed now compared to then? If your answer is yes, then you have a point. If your answer is no, then you're basically onto something. I'm just giving you how audiences read content. Lauren told them that she tried to get a different contract from them, and Wayne dismissed her. She said Wayne isn't going to fold. All of these women have to stay in the contract, have to say in a contract negotiating is that they have been that. That's all them have to say. All the women have to say is that they have been that. That's them negotiating tool. This is terrible. Yesterday they reviewed the contract for the points that they agreed with or not. Stick to the business. There's no business to it. There is no business to it. That's what I'm saying to y'all. None.
That we don't really trust like that.
Yeah, very true. Because I'm valuable. I've been valuable this whole time. I don't need this contract. I don't need fame. I don't need podcasts. None of that. I've been valuable this entire time. My mom told me when she dropped me off at the daycare, they already knew who I was. You know what I mean? So I don't need to be defined by any of these things. I've been valuable. I've been the person that everybody sees and knows.
Listen to this foolishness. Wayne is going to. I want Wayne to fire these girls. I'm gonna tell you what I want. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want Wayne to fire these girls. I want Wayne to fire these girls. O'Neill, you always get a lawyer to see to look over the contract, especially entertainment contracts. Yes, you do. Right? Yes, you do, Miss T. The problem though is this. They're looking over the contract to the lawyer, but the thing with them is this. They're not applying any, what you call it now, they're not bringing up any points for me to say, oh, they're trying to ask for this. Oh, they're trying to ask for that. Lauren gave them the most, funny enough, I'm gonna be honest with you. Lauren gave the best points so far. Meaning, Lauren has said she wants a long-term thing from this contract. So then you need to argue from a long-term standpoint. Not beauty. You know, going at in a meeting with a lawyer, telling a lawyer that why you should get whatever it is that you're trying to get is because you're beautiful. That don't cut it. That's what I'm saying. That's what the point is. O'Neill Amber wants Wayne to fold like Dave. Not gonna happen. Told y'all before. I wish Wayne would come in and tell them all to go. I want them to go. I have the new skit. I'm coming up with it right now. I want it to, more I'm fire them. I'm gonna be honest with you, I want them to be fired. I want Wayne to fire them. Give them a humble piece of pink slip. Correct. Go start your own podcast. Like I said before, if Amber is this, if they're all this, these ladies are saying because they're pretty, they are owed an exorbitant sum of money. Not because them have whatever it is, not because they brought us any reason why they should get it. I hate that Amber disclosed that her referral source is Dave. But she has. Yeah, that's your girl. Amber is the main event of the podcast. Wife, baby, mama, and mistress. He's gonna fire them like Trump. Let's jump into it, friends. I'm bringing up the new skit. I'm gonna bring up a new skit right now because y'all are. I don't know, man. I don't know. These girls need fired. They need fired. I ain't gonna lie to you, ladies. Men are like Zoom and lose everything. Listen to Amber gaslight Shayla. The woman that sleep with her husband. Dre, you cannot make this thing up. Valuable this entire time. O'Neill, Dave has violated another man's business. Wayne, the man tell Wayne say he's a crook. Dave said Wayne is a crook. All right, I've got the new skit. Let's go. Boy, I'm telling you, these girls, I don't hear the monies yet, by the way. So I don't know the full monies, right? But even the money in itself, I'm saying it's almost as if they have done something to earn a set of money. That's kind of the point I'm raising. But hey, you know what? Let's jump into it. Let's go. Here we go.
Fortunately, this is just the downside of the business. Regardless of whether you like it or not, y'all five are business partners.
Yeah.
And y'all have to be on the same page when it comes to this podcast. And when one of you are in disagreement, you all are in disagreement. That's just the real about it. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I hate to break it to you, but that's what it is.
We're trying.
Well, it's kind of hard when one of the decisions, one of the opinions is being manipulated.
Manipulated in what way?
One of the decision makers has a biased opinion.
Biased in what way?
What she's trying to say is that Lauren dates the owner of Kountry Wayne podcast.
Oh, okay. I see.
She's Wayne's girlfriend.
So they must say Lauren is being biased. Wayne buying a cat in a bag. Ain't nobody know them. Puss in a bag, Emma. There's nothing to this. Wayne hasn't made $1 yet. He's in the hole. Let me just ask the chat something. How much money has Wayne made already? How much money has Wayne already made? How much money Wayne make already? For those who misunderstand when O'Neill talk, thank you, Mama Gazer. Amber has a thing about her where when people date Wayne, she gets upset about it. You may not like that it's true, but it is true. How much money Wayne make already? Him in the hole already. Him not make a dime it. That's what I'm saying. If you're not arguing with these things, zero. Him basically, he's nothing. He wants return. They're taking advice from a woman who ruined 2 businesses. Yes, ruined 2 businesses. Blonde girls mentality. Paid podcast office. Paid for the photo shoot. What have they paid for? Paid for the dress them when them go into for the photo shoot. He paid for all of these things. Minus $250,000. You can't make this up. He's made no money off of the podcast yet, but people are actually on them side. You know, people saying basically Wayne is basically what you call it now. That's Wayne gifting them. Wayne did say that Lauren is his girlfriend. Negative $300,000. Puss in a bag. That's what it is. I got this. Puss in a bag. Big old puss. I'm telling you right now, sliced bread has nothing on these girls. I'm telling you right now, forget about sliced bread. Forget who needs sliced bread when you have Amber and her friend them. Who needs sliced bread when you have Amber and her friends? Anyways, let's keep going.
Okay.
Of the month.
Got it. So essentially you're talking to the boss.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry. When did this become a personal meeting? I thought we were here to discuss business, right? Aren't y'all the ones harping on, we're going to keep personal. We're going to keep that out of the Kountry Wayne podcast. And when we're coming here, we're here to do business and discuss the podcast. So why is my personal life all of a sudden on display and needs to be discussed with someone that we don't even know?
Lauren, because you know if you weren't dating Wayne, you would agree with all of us. Mm-hmm. So you made it personal. You are making it very personal. You are not keeping it business.
And you're a part of this group, and if your opinion is biased because of Wayne, it's not fair.
Biased?
Yeah, and you're my friend, but at the end of the day, Lauren,
Oh my gosh, you guys are
I'm
so
taking this business
ungrateful.
very serious.
Okay, Lauren is saying that them biased, okay? Suge Knight, Death Row Records. Fight back, Lauren. That's why they need their own attorneys. Yes, Sabrina. I respect that Lauren is admitting that she asked for a different contract. We will pay for the future advertising and exposure. You guys realize that Wayne might spend $1 million in this and make no money over the next year, right? You know, I want to ask people the question. When I see this, I'm going to try to ask people the question like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm going to sit down, I try to think of this. You know what? We need to fire all of them except Lauren. Make her the main host and put the national call for 4 women. That's all he needs to do. Who said it was biased because of Wayne? Amber is saying it's biased. Is Lauren being biased? Let me ask you a question. Is Lauren being biased? Yes or no? Is Lauren being biased? The interesting thing is that it's interesting. Very, very interesting. Is Lauren being biased? Now, I want to ask y'all that question. Let me ask you that. Let me ask y'all that question, y'all. Is Lauren being biased? It's a very good question. It's a good question. People are saying she's being biased. Let's discuss it. Is she being biased? Is Lauren being biased? And if you say she is, how is she being biased? Yes, but she knows she has no choice because Wayne won't fold. Amber is the queen of one-sided stories to benefit her. Thank you very much, Money Law. Tell the lawyer how much Wayne is in the hole before the podcast even starts. No one has told the lawyer this. Go ahead. To a degree, she's dating Wayne and thinks she's special, but she already have a conversation with him last night, so that can't be the case. And Wayne already told her something. Lauren is being herself. She does not care about any one of the women on the podcast but herself. Lauren is securing her bag. That's what I think she's doing. Lauren is a double-edged sword. I also believe that. She could be telling the truth, but she could be biased by dating Wayne. That makes sense. Nothing wrong with that. She talked to Wayne personally, and she got shot down. Amber, not the rest of them, are due brand deals. Who are they? Maybe later down the line. Why is Amber due a brand deal? For what? No one knows her. So she's in the same bracket as everybody else. Don't try to separate her, Erica. She can't be separate. No one knows Amber in this here skit. No one knows her. Nobody knows her. She's not because she wants it to be her podcast. Or she is. She's not because she wants it to be her podcast. Yes, no. No, Lauren tried last night and she sees that Wayne is not going to change nothing. So maybe she's throwing the towel and strategizing. That's what I think the woman is doing. So, you know, the good question, I like what you said, Dre. So is Lauren biased or strategizing? Is Lauren biased or strategizing? And that's what them don't have right now. Them not a strategy. What O'Neill think is they have no strategy. There is no strategy. The strategy is we're beautiful. That's not a strategy. That's what I'm saying to you. It's not a strategy. Their strategy is I'm beautiful. So again, folks, I'm not saying so. Hold on. Yeah, I missed the point. You're missing the point, O'Neill. You're saying they should not have gotten a lawyer. No, that's not what O'Neill is saying. O'Neill is saying if you're going to get a lawyer, then work actual strategies and don't say because you're beautiful. That is not a strategy. That's not going to earn you anything. Amber says she's a businesswoman, right? She tell everybody yesterday she was a businesswoman and she knows about business. Then you need to strategize. Meaning, you need to look at the contract and ask yourself, what lines of let me give you exactly what I would do. What lines of the contract can I use to benefit me? Termination, push that through the window. The other things, push those through the window. Okay, the pay, I may say, okay, since you say you want to pay me $5, how about you pay me 10? Or how about you pay me, I don't know, 10.5, 11? Can we meet right there, sir? If that's what you want to do, you make a call on that. Then when you're done with that, then you look at basically something else. Maybe you look at basically brand deals. Maybe you say, okay, increments. First year, I know you're not making any money at all. You be realistic, because when you're realistic, the next person you're negotiating with will realize that, oh, okay, he's being realistic. They don't see you as trying to insult them. Right now, they're trying to insult Wayne. In case you don't understand, it's insulting. When you ask somebody to pay for something, you haven't put a dime into it, but you're asking them to pay you an exorbitant sum. You're insulting them. Yeah, insult me. You're trying to rob me. At this point, you're trying to basically you're trying to scam me. That's what you're trying to do. Because you're trying to get something for nothing. They don't have any fame. That's what you have to understand. So they need strategy. So yes, they need a lawyer, but they need a lawyer to strategize, not to say we're beautiful and we're all it. That don't make no sense. That's not going to cut you anything. That's not going to give you what you want. You need to strategize. You have to take your feelings out there. What's going on? Them going at it with feelings. Lauren's trying to keep her relationship with Wayne to get what she wants. So yes, she's using a strategy to get money. Only didn't read the comment right. I said she's not doing any brand deals. I got you. I apologize, Erica. I see what you're saying. I apologize for that. Someone says that's not enough to be beautiful. There are many beautiful women in the world. That's what I try to tell you. That's not no strategy. So when you get a lawyer, your lawyer is as good as you make them. Meaning, you want to feed them as much information as possible so them understand the circuits. Now, have these ladies told the lawyer that Wayne has put up this exorbitant amount of money? They haven't. So the woman going in there fighting blind again, which is what Amber does. She makes people fight blind. I believe Wayne is going to put them on blast in front of the lawyer, which they have not disclosed to the attorney all the details of the podcast exactly. Them not discuss nothing with the woman pretty much. But let's keep going.
And you need to get on board. I don't know what's happening right now.
You guys are so ungrateful. I can't. You guys have this entire podcast. You've never had a podcast. Neither have you, neither have you, neither have you. What leverage do we have? We have all these pictures on the walls. You have this beautiful room. What do we have to actually show? We have nothing set up. We have nothing to show him that we actually deserve anything other than the opportunity that's at hand.
Wait,
so to come in and say that
sign over our lives, basically?
Right.
Like we have no value at all?
Okay. I didn't even want to go here, but I actually went and asked for my own contract, something different than anything that you guys have, and it wasn't given to me. Wow. Okay? Well, I didn't even want to bring that up. It wasn't given to me, and it's to show you that Wayne is not going to fold. So I am closer to him. I do know a little something about what's going on. I don't know why you guys want to make pretend like I don't know anything.
There is no strategy. That's what Lauren is trying to tell them. Only if you think about strategy. I look here, the girl is a scammer. We can agree upon that. She is terrible at some points in time. We can agree upon all of the other things. Them don't need to come back. We can agree upon all of that. But the point is, Lauren realized that she not have no leverage yet. She not have no leverage. So she's trying to find out what leverage she have on the board. That's what Amber fans are missing. And when I say Amber fans, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? That's what some people are missing. What is the leverage? You can't just say Wayne is robbing you guys and you're not showing the leverage. Saying you are beautiful means nothing. People who are not even extremely beautiful are on podcasts and make money. I'm just saying. You know what? Hold on. You know what? Let's put something up. Hold on. Let's pull something up. You know what? Let's pull up Kendra G. Let's pull up Kendra. This is Kendra, okay? Now, I'm not going to say Kendra is not a good-looking woman, all right? But Kendra is not a model. Guess what? Kendra has a niche. And Kendra has an idea. And Kendra has a basically system as to how she's going to work our podcast. And guess what? She's one of, and again, me and Kendra have See, that's what I'm gonna tell you. I will refer people who, whatever it is, okay? Even if me and them sometimes don't agree. Some things I don't agree with Kendra with, some things I agree with. Some things I don't agree with, some things I agree with. Look at Kendra. If you want, you could say all of the other women are more beautiful than Kendra. But what Kendra brings to the space is a unique style of content where she's checking out women for whatever it is and catering to these women for whatever it may be, and she asks them some questions and she get them to call into the show and them get comfortable and she's able to talk to them and she can do whatever it is. That's what she brings. Now she have her own thing. I'm showing you them not special. Anybody can get up and come do this if you do it right. That's why I'm trying to tell you, what is the leverage? What is the leverage? Them they strategize. There is no strategy. Amber's strategy is she's beautiful, which is what she's been doing forever. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Bingo. Lauren is the only one thinking, even though it's for her selfish gain. Correct, because she realized that, listen, we need the opportunity first before we start doing the back and forth. Get your foot in at the door first, but them foot not in at the door yet, and they're trying to jiff Wayne. That's what it is. That's what they're trying to show you. Them are trying to jiff him. That's what exactly. If Lauren is opening her mouth, she's all right. Beauty has nothing to do with it. You have built a relationship before you get in one, and you have to thank God. This is going to work out. In the way I see it, it ain't gonna work out. The leverage is that they're beautiful. That's the leverage. And Onila asked the question, what is the leverage you're going to have? Have your meeting in your office, Amber. The office belongs to Wayne. And they're even having the meeting in the office where Wayne pay for. To have leverage, Amber just secured big jewelry deal with $600,000 payout. The Alicia leverage is her celebrity. Them not on leverage either, because at the end of the day, to be very fair with you, Christopher Sims, think about it. They have no leverage because at the end of the day, Wayne's name is the name that going to carry the weight. If they are to get brand deals, who is it going to be because of? It's going to be because of Wayne. Podcast make money off of brand deals. If brand deals come now, it will be because of Wayne. So if Wayne are the reason for the brand deals them right now, then it means you're not no leverage. Nobody don't know. No. Nobody now come up on Delisa or whatever it is. So if that's facts, why didn't any of these women bring the talent that they have to the table? There's no talent to the table. Hold on, man. If they are to get a brand deal right now, let's think about it. Look here. Remember, you know, all Only Liz open the next side of the audience, you know. Because I'm just trying to argue what they say. That's all Onila do. We're arguing the points them are raised. If they are to get a brand deal, if any brand deals now will be because of Wayne. Wayne can be able to know celebrities him can bring there. Wayne is going to be able to do those things. That's how podcasts work, friends. You're on the back of someone else. But nonetheless, let me before I digress, let me let Lauren finish her dissertation.
It's not gonna happen. So instead of being ungrateful, you should approach the opportunity as a blessing.
Stop again. Notice who is smiling. I was trying to explain this the other day. I was trying to explain this to Skitland and she never had quite realized what I was saying. Tamira is spoiled and entitled. She was acting spoiled. Look at her smiling and laughing because guess what? She's spoiled and entitled. She become the same thing. I just wanted to show you that.
And that's it. Like, I don't understand why this is so hard for everybody to get on board with.
You just proved what she said. You went and asked for a contract behind our back. Like, you're not a part of this group.
This is why we don't trust you, Lauren.
You're
We
making
don't
it
trust you.
personal.
So y'all didn't just go and get a lawyer. You're wasting.
He done manipulated that brain out your head.
For sure.
Y'all are wasting this lady's time. Okay? And now we're wasting money.
No, you're wasting our time with our lawyer who's on the clock. So please, let's get to.
He's not going to fold. I'm not sure how else to say that.
It's amazing to me. You think you know him better than we do.
Well, I've gotten to know him. And I've seen enough.
Okay.
All right. I'm just saying. If they get a brand deal, it's gonna be because of Wayne and not because of any of them. These ladies have gotten spoiled. The Iman secret is getting out today, possibly. Because now, basically, I think Lauren is basically feeling now as though she, people not on her side. Let me give you a say. Amber can have Dave back her podcast. He got it. The point of the matter is this, man. Sure. Hey, go have him back your podcast. You know what? It's Sean Renee, you're right. Go have him back your podcast. These ladies are not listening. People would talk about anything for money. Exactly. Look how slow the women are. They're going to now be distracted about the fact that Lauren asked for a separate deal instead of understanding what they're saying. Wayne basically is getting tired of them. That's what she's saying. Tamira has been influenced by Shayla. I'm glad on the seat. Amber has a brand deal with GLD jewelry and has a running commercial. Doesn't matter. Not until it start doing whatever it is. No. Having a brand deal for whatever it is does not mean people know that you know what you're talking about on a podcast. Remember, people are coming to watch you. Wayne is going to feel betrayed when he gets the memo of him getting backdoored, because that's what's going on. O'Neill, between Amber, Shayla, Tamir, and Delisa, can I get an intelligent quotient quote? I'm not even sure. They had no work experience on a podcast. That's the point. They've never been on a podcast. None. The leverage is their circle of chaos. It's the entertainment. How it will take time to find others that are willing to put their personal business that could defame their character on national TV. And that still isn't like a wake up. That still isn't even like wake up now. Like, yeah, it's something, but it isn't anything, because after you talk about it, it's over. They still haven't came up with any topics. They're not a topic. You need topic. You can't just talk about your personal business and not talking about topics. You can get viral very fast and then you'll go down after that. Look at B. Simone. Look at, I think, Brittany Renner. B. Simone did that. B. Simone tried the whole thing of trying to be popular and just saying wild and outlandish things. After a period of time, the algorithm takes you down. Y'all just believe successful podcasts just get up out here and get up out of nowhere now. Like, think Joe Rogan have to work very hard and Shannon Sharp have to work very hard. Just like Wayne said, everybody knows him, nobody knows them. 100% will be because of Wayne. The podcast is going to be a flop. I can already see it. It might have got change the girls. Wayne could easily get Sarah, Ernestine, Sade, Diara, and Erica and still be fine. What are we talking about? O'Neill, there's no protection for them whatsoever. The contract is biased. Why are they walking out though, Eklund? Where am I walk out on? What's the protection? What do you mean there's no protection for them? You know what? If it was someone they didn't know, want to say is fine. And it makes sense. Okay, friends, business, friendship. But when it's a protection against Wayne, what protection these girls need? Wayne basically, let's just work it out. O'Neill, that's what podcast producers are for though, right? But them are the producers. That's what I mean. That's what I mean when people are getting it incorrect. It's Sean Renee. They're saying that they are the producers. They must say them want monies like what Wayne have as a producer. So if you're the producer, then you need the topics. You need to be able to provide the value to the podcast. These ladies have no value. That's why I'm just telling you the value. The value just now is what? The value is we are beautiful and we're going to sit down and you just watch us. I can watch beautiful women any day of the week. These girls are not even 10s. It's no disrespect to any of them, but they're not 10s. They're not runway models. They're great looking girls, don't get me wrong, but they are not models. Let's call a spade a spade. They are not models. They're great looking girls, don't get me wrong, but they are not models. They're not models. So let's be very, very clear with that. So I could go look at 10 nice girls anyway. I can scroll my phone and find beautiful women. I don't need to look on a podcast to find some beautiful women to look at. That is not a prerequisite. It's not an entry level. I could go look on my Instagram and find beautiful women. You know what? Let me just Google beautiful women. Let me just Google it. I can just Google beautiful women and find them. Why? Oh God, beautiful women. I can just Google. I can just Google and find beautiful women. Okay, let's say more and find. I can just Google and find beautiful women. I can just Google and find this. I can just Google. That's not a prerequisite. It's not. It's not. I can just Google and find this. It's not hard to find. As I tell you, that is not proprietary. I tried to tell you guys this. I'm listening to y'all. It's not proprietary. It's just not proprietary. Beauty is not proprietary. But look, friends, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything. I just want you to understand what they are saying. That's the way they must say there's no strategy. It's Shine Renee. No, man, I understand what you're saying. They don't have any leverage. They haven't told me what the leverage is. Their leverage is their life stories among them. What other 5 women have the craziest that has happened between them? I'm waiting. All right. What other 5 women? O'Neill, tell me why did Wayne go along with them having a podcast in the first place if they don't have any leverage? Because he believed that they may be able to do something and basically investing in them. See, Charmer. Wayne don't know if you're going to be successful in a See, Charmer. He doesn't know if this is going to be a success. Wayne has no guarantee that this is going to be a success. He's just basically going on faith because him like these girls and because them hang around him all the time. That's basically it. So don't get it twisted. No, they might have a little story here and there, but that's what it is. What do you mean? Them just have a little story. Anybody have a story? Only have a story. You have a story. Chris have a story. Anybody in the chat right now have stories they can use. These people don't know the business. You don't get to negotiate at entry level. You know, the point of the matter is that there is nobody knows if they even know to hold a conversation. How do we know they're going to be able to hold a conversation? You don't know even that. But what I'm doing is just giving you the arguments. I'm not saying, hey, them need a lawyer, but they need to be strategizing. What they should be asking for is, all right, you know what, Wayne? We're going to use the numbers to move the contract. Tell you what, here's what you're going to do. Keep the same amount. Here's a deal I would go with. Keep the same amount of money, but here's what you're going to do, Wayne. When the numbers reach 10,000, I want an increment of this. When the numbers reach this 1,000, I want an increment of that. When the numbers reach this 1,000, I want an increment of that. If they did that, then what it shows, Wayne, is, all right, which we don't know yet if Wayne going to take it. What you do is you're saying to Wayne, well, Wayne, tell you what, I want to show you that I have the leverage. Since as you not believe me, I want to show you the leverage. But right now, what Amber is saying and Shayla is saying is that them beautiful, them born beautiful, and because they're born beautiful, that's just it. That's the leverage. That's what they're saying. And Onila tries to say them now negotiate. There's no strategy. That's what Onila said. There's no strategy. That's what Onila is saying. Now, if they were create a contract that states the ladies owe him money, he spent back on them, they would wait to get paid. Many of the viewers, he would be wrong. Exactly. When I graduated from college, the book and was a book education with no experience, I was paid as a novice. When I got experience, I was paid more. That's just what it is. That's how the world works. Most of these girls have failing businesses. What do they know? Amber sleeps with every businessman that she works with. That's exactly what it is. Y'all know how this works. Y'all act like you don't know this go. That's what time it is. Come on now. Their stories are for stabbing each other. There's no substance in the women. They have nothing to bring to the table as of right now. They haven't shown it. What they need to do is to strategize. Listen to me at what I'm saying to you. I'm not trying to just bash them without a solution. Listen what they need. They need to strategize. They need a strategy. They need a strategy. And that's what they don't have. That's what only saying they don't have. They need a strategy. Me not say the strategy. Being beautiful is not a strategy. That's what Onila say. No, man, not only pick the comments to agree with him, man. Don't say that. Wayne is doing this on purpose. Wayne has to stall because the podcast don't start until September. Wayne keep telling them that use all the drama of for their podcast. He want to make a mockery of them. Make a quick buck, then shut it down. Well, but then okay, let's say they go on this podcast and they get famous. Who earns that? They would. Their stories are like millions of people every day. Thank you, Pink Blue. Unique. Someone needs to come in and start them off. Start taking the pictures off the wall. It's a Kountry Wayne and the 5 nitwits. That's their leverage. They need a strategy. That's what I try to tell you. They need a strategy, friends. What is strategy? Them have to say something then. That's what them need, ladies. Let's talk about it. Them need a strategy. Them just not a strategy. That's what O'Neill's saying. They have contributed nothing to their value at the moment. Nothing to the 500 subscribers is is of the name alone. What do you mean? That's why we need a skit with the lawyer stating whether the contract is fair or biased or advise them accordingly. Makes sense. She's listing them right now, to be honest, Eklund. Yes. Wayne is going to have to move on to 5 new people because all of these women are damaged goods and are going to do more harm than to help him. She's a model for jewelry. That's Dave's deal. That's not for a podcast. What have any of these women got out of the mud? I'll wait. Thank you very much, Erica. What have they gotten out of the mud? They're privileged women. Women who men say who want to sleep with them, and so they pay them to sleep with them. Y'all know what's going on. Or who marries to sleep with them. Like an Anthony. They have not even tried to learn how podcasts, they haven't even appeared on a podcast before, but they have leverage. When should I kick them out of the office? Watch what Wayne does. Let's see what he does, because who knows? It may just simp as well to Dubstar. Makes sense. Nobody ever said that they have to use their personal business topics correct. I love that you just said that just by me. Thank you. They're the ones that are saying them can use that. They don't have to. That's not in the contract. Hold on. There you go again. I'm glad you mentioned that. That's not in the contract. It's not in the contract that they have to use them personal life. So guess what? That's not a leverage. Because you can take that out if you want to take that out. That's not a leverage. Wayne has a vision of what he wants the podcast to be about. These women don't have a vision. That's what I think it is. They need to all agree before the lawyer can help them with a strategy. Wayne has a vision. Okay. You can't be broke. You have to work. I see Tamara in the back. In the middle. Yes. K-Baker, you're so right. That's what I've been saying. Who is smart enough to come up with a strategy? I'm not sure, but them say them smart. None of them are smart enough. Especially Amber and Shayla. They have shown me that they've gone. Wayne likes all of them because they're messy. A lot of women feel that their beauty is currency, then get upset that they're easily replaceable. There are beautiful women everywhere. They are doomed before them start. Let's just face the fact. Wayne has everything to lose. He's invested all of it and they're put nothing into it. The podcast basically, they haven't put anything into the podcast. So basically, Anything you get is a bonus considering they haven't put anything inside of it. Dave brought his lawyer in, but he's a big dog that couldn't pay for it. But the big dog couldn't pay for it. The big dog couldn't pay for the lawyer either. Replace Amber with D. With Denisha, Amber is annoying now. Oh my God. They think that because of their beauty, they're not replaceable. They're in Atlanta. Millions of black women. Millions. We're not short on beautiful black women. These days are making it look like we're short on beautiful black women. Maybe not, maybe black women are beautiful black women scarce. No, hold on. Ladies, the women them a challenge you. They must say beautiful black women scarce. Ay, sir. Are beautiful black women scarce? I didn't know that beautiful black women gone out of style now. Me believe beautiful black women were all over. Them scarce all of a sudden. Rare. It's rare now when you find a beautiful black woman. That's you see, may I tell you, the feminism make them say something. They're insinuating so many things. It's not even funny. So all of a sudden now, black women, beautiful black women are scarce, hard to find. Amber is a boss businesswoman. Put some respect on her name. If no, me not put no respect on Amber's name. I'm Eklund because Amber not have the decency to spend her money. And if you can't spend your money, you're not a boss. You're not a boss. When Amber starts spending her money, then she can tell me she's a boss. Boss spend money. Boss said, you know what? I'm going to basically spend money to own my stuff. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. If they were bosses, they would walk away from the contract and go start them own thing. You're not a boss, man. Put respect on which name. Not a respect me now put on her name because she show me in a this day, basically she's not able to do this, but she's not able to basically show me that she have it. Amber stopped paying that promotional fee the moment she started sleeping with Dave. Amber and Delisa could talk about fashion, entrepreneurship and beauty. Tamira could talk about holistic medicine and lifestyle. I'm not putting any respect on them name until they can show me that you're able to go start your own thing without a man, which is i.e. Wayne, then you're not telling me you're no boss. Show me. Show me. I've heard enough. I've heard enough. If Amber want to show me she's a boss, show me that you're a boss. Put up your money. Boss puts their money up. Boss put up their money or them raise capital. Boss put up their money. Boss put up money. Boss not in the background now put up the money and then say them a boss. And that's how boss work. Since you want to tell me that you're a boss chick and them a boss be a boss put up money. Where the money there? That's the question. Boss puts up money. Boss put up money. That's what boss put up. You want to show me that you're a boss? Put up your money. Start a podcast by yourself. Forget about Wayne. Prove to me that you're a boss. I don't just take what y'all are giving me. Because what y'all give me is little tangential side things. No. Show me say you're a boss. You got to pay the cost to be the boss. No, who said that? Guess what? You got to pay the cost. Guess what? You want to be the boss. Show me say you're a boss by putting up your money. Not because someone doesn't use their own money company means them. You're not you're not being disrespected by men. We're calling you out for not being a boss. Somebody said she was a boss. I'm gonna say, well, if you're a boss, show me that you're a boss. Show me the money where you put up. I mean, let's make it tangible. Rather than make it very, very airy-fairy, let's make it tangible. What does women tell men, Nadine, when them not put up the money? When a man come in your house and him say I'm the boss of the house, what you tell him? You can't be the boss because guess what? You're not paying any money. And you know what, Nadine? You're right. If that ninja is not paying any of the bills, then he is not the boss of the house. If him not paying no bills, if him can't pay some of the bills in your house, Nadine, he is not the boss. So take out the gender card out of this. If you're saying you're a boss, you must be able to put up your money. Because if the ninja coming in your house and he's not paying any bills, him not help with the rent, him not help with the light, him not help with any of those things, he's not a boss. You can't create talent or passion for this type of work. Thank you. Haha. That ninja. Wrong, eh? Okay. So that means that when a man come in your house and him pay no bills at all, Nadine, he's still the boss. Okay. Hey. Okay. I'm just saying, if you're going to say you're a boss of something, then bosses pay monies. They invest something. Amber hasn't invested anything. Now, if you have invested something, you can tell me you're a boss. If Delisa invested something, you can tell me you're a boss. As of right now, they've invested nothing. Nothing at all. O'Neill, what about the commercial deal? I don't care about the commercial deal. Me I talk about no. Me I talk about the business. This. The deal where she closed is Dave deal. Did she help Dave with the deal? Yes. Is it her business? No. That's closing a deal. We're talking about being a boss. We're not talking about closing a deal. We're talking about being a boss. I could be a sales agent for a particular company and close the deal. Am I the boss? No. Boss pays the cost. Come on, stop going like all of a sudden want to change the rules now. Don't change the rules. If Amber's a boss, then sign the papers. Paula, because Amber fans was the reason that Dave almost lost the deal, so she have to fix it. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. O'Neill, they're too emotional and to see the logic. It is what it is. The women earn money by sleeping with men. There's no talent to it. Cut to the chase. Amber has no leverage, man. They're not a leverage. Them need leverage. Them need some leverage. We don't know. There's no percentage on it. What is the percentage of the deal with GLD? We don't know. People have to pay attention to the lesson being taught by business right now in the skits. Exactly. One, get a lawyer, yes, but when you get a lawyer, you need a strategy. You can't be emotional when you get the lawyer. You need to ask the lawyer some questions so that way it benefits you. When are you going to allow the lawyer to tell them? When are you going to allow the lawyer to tell them what they can negotiate a better contract? I'm not sure. Amber has a restaurant that who paid for? People just don't get it. Look here, man. If you're going to tell me about Amber being a boss, then tell me about her paying for her thing. Stop begging then. Bosses have employees. We must still treat them with the utmost. What is the disrespect? Okay, let me ask a question. Has Wayne disrespected the women? Yes or no? Because what I'm getting from Uno is that this is what I say. What is the disrespect? What has Wayne disrespected these women? Has Wayne disrespected them with the podcast? Oh, him disrespect them. Tell me oh. If you don't have the answer, tell me oh. Sarah tried to school Tamir on the podcast strategy and she turned down the advice. Thank you very much. She turned it down. How we disrespect them? If we're not going to tell me say we disrespect them, how him disrespect them? Him give them a contract for pay them monies. I saw. Look, man. Oh no, look. Make sure you not argue the thing right. It's a free opportunity to make money. That's what it is. Wayne is an opportunist. Yes, he is. He's an opportunist. And so are they, and they should be. The lawyer knows the contract wasn't bad. That's why she asks what leverage they have. No one is reading what she's saying in the room. Lawyer said the contract kind of standard. That's what Anthony said yesterday. It's standard. Anthony said, based on the contract he look at, it seemed like industry standard. That's what he said. Them get an industry standard contract, I wanna complain. Well, it's not that you're complaining, but it's that you're saying you're being treated unfairly, but you're not showing me how you're being treated unfairly. You have to know how. I don't see where Wayne has disrespected them by giving them an opportunity. He is he's condescending and manipulated them. The contract should have been done up front. O'Neill, be real. Amber got multiple businesses. The only reason she agreed to be on the podcast was to use it as a vehicle to push her business. Well, then she need to leave. Show me you're a boss. Boss also realize, Eklund, when it's time to walk away. So since as Amber feel like this is not for her, walk away. The lawyer's milking the day so that she can... That is what's going on. Even the viewers, I mean, is the lawyer milking them to make money. But no, you're not more a boss. Boss, if you can pay them more money. If you're the boss. Hold on. The liar, she is spending as much time as she can with them. She's charging them $750 per hour. She is milking the you know what out of them. She'll make sure she get her fee out of them. She's making sure her fee come out of them. Believe that. It's unfortunate that they all are depending on Wayne for validation. Correct. Money, love. They really do not have any leverage. Erica, that's the point. Erica, I so love this comment. Thank you very much. But it also is showing Erica how ungrateful they've become. Even Tamira get ungrateful. And when people were saying the other day, they must say, no, what you mean? Only it's not about the money. If it was about the money, we would be talking about this. I would take my precious time to take a good... The lawyer is one of Dave's girls. I was thinking the same thing. Dave's lawyers are scammers too. Probably. Team Erica. They are 5 beautiful women. That means that they should get more. It's just that's the sarcasm. It's crazy. It's nuts. Making it worth her while I should deal with these birds. Erica, they are ungrateful. They are ungrateful. None of them have successful business. No one of them are a boss. Cancel the lawyer is milking them right now. They don't have a successful business. And don't bother with the foolishness because all of them have been helped by some man to do whatever it is. So don't bother make it look as though they're not being helped by men. Don't make this a gender thing. Just like how the men them get helped by the women them, it's what it is. They are ungrateful. So he paid them their worth right now, Nadine. He's paying them something. Nadine, let me show you something. Let me just show you something. Nadine, I just want to pinpoint something because I don't want you to try to get... Here's what I want to do with you, Nadine. I want to make sure you understand what you're arguing or what these girls are arguing. Am I saying you're not supposed to have a lawyer? No. Only saying you should get a lawyer. But you want to strategize as to what you want for the future. You're looking short-sighted if you're trying to make a quick buck right now. Wayne has a name and an image. You can ride that name and image to make more money, but it's how you do it. Watch this on your screen. Look and pay close attention, Nadine. I want you to pay close attention to this. A host on a startup podcast typically make $0 to $50 per episode, as most early stage shows do not generate enough immediate revenue to pay a structured salary. Do you see this? Or are you now just saying Wayne is trying to jiff these girls? Let me just leave this here for you, because you know O'Neill don't like just say things because it make it sound like it's, him is a man and him a try get down on these women. He tries to go off of industry standard. There is the standard. I mean, I like when it look like O'Neill is trying to rough you guys up. So because O'Neill don't want to rough you up and I want to be like you, I'm like a peer with you. I'm just sitting behind the camera. But I'm talking with you just like regular. This is what podcasts pay. This is exactly what you get for a startup podcast. Pay close attention to the screen, Nadine, so you can understand the magnitude or what they're asking for. So look at this. How the host is compensated depends entirely on whether they own the podcast, independent startup, or were hired to start a podcast to host a branded show. Look again, if you start a podcast yourself, you only get paid what the show earns in the beginning. This is usually nothing. Podcast monetizing relies on downloads measured by CPM, cost per milli. 1,000 downloads, whatever it is. Standard industry ad rates range from what? $15 to $30 per 1,000 downloads. Have they downloaded anything, my love? The answer is no. Have they ever been on a podcast? The answer is no. Have they ever done this? The answer is no. But Wayne has invested in this. The answer is yes. All I'm saying, friends, I'm not trying to tell you them should negotiate, because they need the lawyer to negotiate. But you must understand use this to measure if you're being fair or not. That's what I'm saying. You need data to know if you're being fair. If you're not being fair, then you're just not be fair. That's all O'Neill trying to tell you. O'Neill is just trying to say, use something to try to see if you're being fair. It's not a men thing, man. It's not a man thing. We just a call out behaviors. A boss does what he does for his pocket, but so does the girls have a right to make sure that they're not pinned down. I'm looking into everything that is in the contract. What's in the contract? That them signing for 3 years. It never said perpetuity. The contract. How you know the contract ridiculous? How you know that? When the lawyer kept it real with the girls. All right, no worries, friends. There's a new skit. I'm coming up with a new skit. New skit, friends. New skit. I'm bringing up the new skit. New skit. Sit tight, ladies. Sit tight. New skit. Let's see what the lawyer says. Let me try to get it on screen. Give me one moment. Let me try to get it on screen. Look, I'm not trying to say, listen to me well, friends. I'm not trying to tell you don't get a lawyer when you go to negotiate, but you need a strategy. That's all O'Neill is saying. Get a strategy. I'm beautiful is not a strategy. I'm working on the new skit. New skit coming up. Give me a moment. Stay tuned for the new skit. Let me read some comments. They act like they're on a talk show. Wayne is gonna put a stop to their madness. You're fired. It's just, I see a lot of people said sign the stuff and then come to find out they're pinned down. But Nadine, to be honest though, haven't Wayne done business with a lot of them before though? Have they ever been pinned down? Let's be honest though. Has Wayne ever pinned Amber down in a contract? Let me ask you a question. Let's be real. Let us just be real. Because remember, we're talking about Wayne. O'Neal, them not being able to build their own brand for 1 or 3 years is not fair. No, that's fair because here's why it might be fair. I want you to listen to this, Paula. If you get on my show, okay, and let's say you get popular, let me just work on it with you. Because they must say them now build them on brand. You can't build a competing brand to what I'm doing because then guess what? You can go over to your brand and take your popularity there. You may not understand that side of the contract, but that's what's going on. Wayne is trying to say, give me some time to recoup the monies I've spent. But I don't think they're understanding that. So what they need to do is to show him that they can recoup the money. You understand it? Has Wayne ever? No, that's the truth. Reading and studying a contract is vital, especially mortgage contracts. I've seen so many people get railroad over simple not reading the contract. That's true. I'm not saying don't read it, you know. Don't worry, Honeypot will pay. No, but Anthony and Roe had to sue him before. Yes. Wayne is shady. He sued Anthony and lost. No, but he has fired her and Shayla. Him let them go. I agree the law is milking them today. Totally agree. You need a contract, but they should have done it way earlier. That makes sense. Believe me, all these women can find an investor that will negotiate their terms. Well, yeah, you'll find an investor that will do it. Somebody will do it. Crystal clear, Onion. Crystal clear. Rewatch is money that Wayne is getting. That is predatory. Rewatch is money. That's what money Wayne getting. But if he's saying it's only 3 years, remember the contract is 3 years. Then them can negotiate it after 3 years. Okay, Anne, I want to ask you a question. What if Wayne makes no money? Then what? What happens then? Let me ask you a question. What happens if the podcast doesn't blow up in 3 years? I want you to think on both sides of the argument. Because I already know where we think, our natural inclination is to think on the side of the small man. Trust me. Only has been in the situation before. So I have to understand this is how you leverage up certain little pieces. What if we don't make the money? What if him don't make the money in the first 3 years? That's all me ask you. So that's all me ask you. What if him make the money? Then what? Why not a year to year? Because a year to year, you could get one thing 1 year and go away with it the next year. It's Sean Renee. And I don't recoup it. That's why. I could put you in 1 year and then by the next year you basically leave me and I make no money. And you walk off into the sunset. I think that's why I'm doing the 3 years. Look here, I don't know what the contract says, but I'm just trying to open up the size of the contract for you. Because I want you to think like Wayne first. So that way they understand the context. He's not all the way right. So I just want to let y'all know. The lawyer has not yet reviewed the contract. The contract, therefore, we really don't know what she thinks. People who don't have money always think that people who have money can eat the cost. No respect for the investment. That's kind of what's going on. Getting your foot in the door equals leverage. Erica, thank you. That's what people are trying to pinpoint to them. Ladies, sometimes you have to know and to get leverage. Get the leverage first, but you're not the leverage yet. You don't really have the leverage. What leverage them have? That's what O'Neal just said. Them not on the leverage right now. See, Wayne only thinking about himself. Nadine, you are down $250,000. Ah, boy. It's a tax write-off if he doesn't make any money. Majority of entertainers will have an annual contract. Business is a loss or a gain. That is the downside of investing, or a businessman. He knows, he should know this. So because it's a tax write-off, that means something. So is it okay then to lose money? Are we saying it's okay to lose money? So is it okay to lose money? Because that's what I'm hearing from you, Ann. What I'm hearing from you is, oh, you cannot use it as a tax write-off. So hey, this it's cool. So when I spend $250 this year, and I lose money from the $250, so I must spend $250 next year again. I just want to know. I just want to know from you. I'm just trying to ask you. There needs to be a clause in the contract that they can renegotiate in another 18 months. Then if the things like that are what them want to shaman, if them can renegotiate, if them do certain things, then they can ask some more things. Exactly. Them need leverage, and that's what people are trying to say. That's what people are trying to say with it. Stephanie, let me try to find your comment. Let me find a comment, Stephanie. O'Neill, at the end of the meeting, each one of them will pay $700 because there will be five. They better have the man $750 right now. They better have the lady $750 right now. They better have the lady $750. If I invest, I'm taking a risk. That's crazy. Y'all think Wayne is wrong to invest, and I am taking a risk. I lost shares. Guess who took the loss? Me and no one else. But y'all want me to learn how investing works? This is crazy. The ways on looking at this is nuts. But hey, it's wild, man. Y'all are saying basically it's what it is. All right, let's go. This was the lawyer. The lawyer keeping it real with them. Let's see what the lawyer says. Let's see what the lawyer says. Again, friends, I'm not trying to tell you don't get a lawyer. Get a lawyer, friends. I just wanted to make sure I pinpoint the two sides of the argument, because I already know what their side is. You know, them being taken advantage of, blah, blah, blah. We already know that side. So look at this. Let's go.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. All this back and forth between y'all is bad for business. That's just the real on it. You know, it's a lot going on, and you know, it's hard enough just running the business as it is, but then adding this dynamic to the mix is it's just bad for business. I just want to be real with y'all, you know. But my fear for y'all in the midst of this conversation and, you know, y'all going back and forth is that it's going to get back to Wayne.
All right. Oh boy. So look at this. Nadine says, O'Neill, after a year one, there are many more women who will join the podcast. Here's why you're not getting Nadine. Now I will have to let the audience know that person. It's like having a person in a show. I want to answer this question for you. It's like me having a person in a show. People get used to me and familiar with me. I leave. I'm going to have to build another person up. It's going to cost me more money to do that. Just so you understand that. 24 hours to sign the contract is barbaric. None of them have enough intelligence to keep the story going. Natasha would have had all of them sign an NDA after they entered the room. O'Neill, in the entertainment industry, they've launched certain sitcoms and ran 1 to 3 sitcoms, and it get canceled because of ratings. They lost money, so that's always way different. Who lost? Who you think lose money from it? I'm glad that you're talking about it. Who lose the money? The person that started the sitcom, right? That's what I'm saying. You get to go on to the next job, but I lose the money. That's the point. You've made the point for me. You get all this money, you start the sitcom, you pumped all of the monies in, and you lose it. Then what? Who lost the money? Wayne. Paul, I don't think you're realizing these girls have invested nothing. You know, maybe O'Neill is losing his mind. What have the girls invested? That's the question. Let me run the tape. What have they invested? When you can tell me that, Paula, then we start talking again. Come again. We are talking about that. I want you to understand what I'm saying to you.
And just being honest, if it gets back to him, it has the potential to blow this entire deal up before.
I'm not going to say anything, so y'all can stop looking at me. I agree with the team because we're all going to be a team. So if that's what y'all want, then I can learn how to not say anything. Okay? Continue. I'm sorry.
No worries. Yeah, I'm here to be on y'all's team. Like, I'm rooting for all of y'all to win. Black women, I want to see y'all thrive. But I just want to reiterate that this cannot get back to Wayne. If it gets back to Kountry Wayne again, we just never know how it can go, right? Mm-hmm. On one side, it may work out in y'all's benefit. But, if he finds out that y'all are fighting like this, he can play y'all against each other for his benefit. Mm-hmm. And that's what we don't want. So I'm going to go around. I want to just make sure y'all hear me when I'm saying it. We're not telling Wayne, right?
Definitely not telling Wayne.
So the lawyer is saying nothing. The lawyer is not saying nothing right now. So Lauren is definitely gonna tell us. Is Lauren gonna tell? She probably will. I'm telling you right now, Lauren is gonna tell Wayne. Lauren is gonna tell Wayne right now. I'm telling you, she's gonna tell Wayne. Oh boy. Is Lauren gonna tell Wayne? Yo, I swear, man. Let's go.
Oh, you definitely don't gotta worry about me.
Definitely not gonna tell Wayne.
Okay.
Girl, I brought you here.
Fair.
Y'all do not need to ask me again. I understand.
Can I hear you say it?
I'm not going to tell Wayne. You guys can trust me.
And you're not gonna be manipulated pillow talking either, right?
Manipulated?
While you're pillow talking, yes.
Delicia, does it look like I have dumb written on my forehead?
Normally I would think that you wouldn't, but I don't know what's happening. But okay, so we have your word.
Lauren, we know Wayne, okay? And we know how he manipulates. So are you sure?
It's so weird how Amber is saying this, because it's like, of all the persons in the world that has gotten a lot of things from Wayne, Amber has gotten a lot of favors. But it's almost like Wayne is... I'm realizing something. Amber treats Wayne worse than Shayla. I'm just realizing that. Of all the persons that has done this, when we look on this storyline, realize that Amber treats him the worst. I'm just realizing it right now. I realize that she treat Wayne worse than Shayla, She'll befriend Shayla in a heartbeat, but it's almost like she goes against Wayne every single time. I'm realize that Wayne has done, of all the persons in the world, every time Amber asks Wayne to show up, him show up, No, Laverne, you're not going to agree, because here's why I say she treat him bad. Because she make it look as though like say Wayne basically is like he's this guy that has always been doing her wrong, but she always has been asking him for favors. I just thought of that. just think about it just now. Lauren is a sloppy, stupid, gold-digging scammer. Amber don't trust Wayne because she knows what Wayne is shady. Amber resents Wayne. She believes she's in a situation because he didn't marry her. Thank you, the kinder. That makes sense. Wayne is a demon and him give them this podcast. How? Amber treats everyone worse than Sheila. She treats Ernestine bad, and when Sheila's around, think about it. I'm glad to realize user Ben wasn't wrong. If they have a problem with the contract, then why they want to do the podcast? That's the point, Kez. That's the point. Why? Wayne treats Amber worse than Sheila. Really? Wayne treats everyone horribly, yet they still want to be around him. No, well, I'm just looking at. Hold on. I want you to get exactly where I'm coming from. Has Wayne ever done favors for Amber? I just want to know that. I just want to know that. In other words, let me just ask that as a starting question. Let me show you where I'm going with this. Nadine, let's say I have you, and you've been doing these favors for me. Me just want to know, because when we say basically Wayne a treat her bad, want to make sure so we have context with it, you know. Has Wayne ever I'm just showing you a thing. I'm saying, as a person who get this many favors from Wayne, you realize it's almost like she's always up against him. It don't make no sense to me. It's just interesting. That's all I'm saying. It's just interesting. But hey,
Amber, I promise you, you may know Wayne, but you do not know me. And yeah, he might be manipulating or may have manipulated in the past, but me, I'm a manipulator myself. So you don't have to worry about anything. I have all of that under control. Okay?
Okay. I hear you.
All right.
Well, all right, ladies.
That's all that matters.
I'm taking y'all's word for it. So, on my part, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to go ahead and, take this in. I'm going to review everything. I'm going to take into consideration what we've shared here. And I'll be in touch with him. And y'all just,
hold it down, right?
All right.
Ladies, I think this is really important, because you know how Wayne is. And if he does.
so let's get this straight on. What is selling your soul? What does that mean? No, it means what we're saying is, if you're going to come up with a negotiation and come up with one, beauty is not you telling me that basically because you're beautiful, that means that you're supposed to get a hell of a money. Why? There are multiple beautiful women. Did you not catch that part, or you missed that part? You missed when the lawyer asked them what leverage them have and them said them have them beauty? Or you missed that? When the lawyer asked them why should they get whatever it is, and they told the lawyer that because they're beautiful, did you miss that? Y'all would just say anything these days just to protect Amber, eh? Anything. They might not have invested money, but it will be their lives that will be out there for the world. Not necessarily. So here's what I'm saying, Shami, with this, which makes sense. Here's the deal with this. No, not necessarily, because that's not in the contract that them have to discuss them lives. Here's the thing. It does not say, so far, based on what we know so far. Now, if it change, it can change. So far, the contract does not say they have to discuss their life. It not say that. And if I'm tell you something, you know this more, just like me, I'm Charmin. If the contract don't say it, you don't have to do it. The contract never said that. The contract has not said that. So let's keep it a buck. Since as one, keep it a buck. So far, let's keep it a buck. The contract, so far, we are talking so far, what we know so far, we don't hear them saying it. The contract does not say they have to discuss their lives. It not say that. So far, we don't hear none of them say that so far. Unless you don't hear it and you want to tell me where it says in a clause, hey, them have to discuss them life. There is no part in it so far we say that. Thank you very much. What they've been doing, they're choosing to put their lives out there. That's why Wayne stated, bring up topics. It was their decision to bring them lives out there. Make sure you get it right. We never tell them, say, in the contract, you have to discuss your life. He never said that. He never said that, friends. Just so you know that. Just so you have context and nobody just spread any old thing out here.
Now we don't know how he will react, if he'll get mad, we don't know. So
This is a secret society. All we ask is trust.
Yes. Cheers, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank y'all for y'all's time. I appreciate y'all for bringing me in. And, beautiful top tier. Thank you. I'm wishing you all the best, but we'll be in touch, so don't worry. All right. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.
If I look at me one more time.
So that's where it ends. It ends with the girls them looking at Lauren, and basically that's what it is. Look here, Business 101 says, I only perform to what's in the contract. They don't have to discuss their lives. Charmaine, you know this. So far, there's no point in me not hear them say, oh, and you're telling us to discuss our lives. I didn't hear them say that. That's all O'Neill's saying. And Business 101 says, I perform to the specifics of the contract. Wayne wants them to, it doesn't matter if he wants them to, Nadine, is what the contract said, Nadine. You know that, Nadine. It doesn't matter what people want you to do. I could want you to give me $1 million. Did that contract say you must give me $1 million? If we don't have a contract that says you should give me $1 million, I have no case. I can't go court and say, well, you know what, Nadine never give me $1 million, so you know what, I'm going to sue her. It was told to them by Wayne that you want them to, it was assumed. Don't matter if it's assumed, Charmaine, if it's in the contract, them not have to do it. Don't matter what was assumed. You know this, Charmaine. You could assume all day long. The lawyer just figured out to come up with her house and don't. Let me tell you what I think is happening. We have not heard the lawyer discussing this contract. The lawyer is milking them. When I hear the lawyer discuss one line of the contract up to now, not one line. Terrell, thank you very much here, because that's what I tell the people right now. Thank you for the super chat. Erica, thank you very much for the super chat. Erica, me too. And she pays for it out of the joint account. Little Uncles finds out and tells Wayne, the lawyer recognizes a free payday when he sees what he sees. She's going to milk them like cow. Just so you know, she told them her rate was $750. She had just received the contract the morning, so she couldn't discuss it because they were disagreeing too much. Them have 24 hours to deal with the contract. Exactly. The woman agreed to all of this from the beginning, stating that it would be the first episode. They haven't brought one topic to the table. Blank canvas. What is the topic? The other day, they talk about Biggie and Tupac and the baby and all them foolishness there. I could go watch any podcast to see that. You need to have something to bring people. How many to sign it?
Amber fans in the chat. Get your pen and ready now. Sign that paper, take that cash. Come on, tell her. Amber fans, come on. Sign it.
Just sign.
Sign it.
Sign.
Sign it.
Sign it.
Sign it.
Amber and Tamir act like Lauren is the only one that slept with Wayne. Just note how them did it. But I'm supposed to trust these women. Now she's getting that retainer. She did not even tell them what it was. They only know her own. The Lord, I scared you to it worry and us. The only thing, the only thing the Lord discussed was her hourly rate. Oh God, y'all are something else, man. I swear. Okay. We have no note of the discussion. The only thing the lawyer discussed so far is our rate. We haven't heard why. We haven't heard one clause. Even if them can't disagree, at least the lawyer should have brought up even one. O'Neill, try. We're talking to the type of guest that they want to bring on the podcast. It's a try again. They're talking about the type of guests they're trying to bring to the podcast. But okay, so Shamin, even if they're trying to bring those guests to the podcast, who do you think they're bringing the guests to the podcast? Wayne. Is Wayne money going to bring them to the podcast? Wayne have to pay for the guest. It's foolish to sign a contract without a lawyer reviewing it. I'm not saying name. I'm just trying to show you so the lawyer come in and just review it. That's it. So they're going to. So what are they going to do? Not much. Hourly rate and who currently sleeps with Wayne. Look, all right. Let me just wrap it up and say this. Listen. Am I saying that women or men mustn't be smart with contracts? I'm not saying that. But when you're going into a deal, right? And say, for example, something as like a podcast, and someone very famous is going to take you on, you need to look at everything. That's all O'Neill is saying. You need to look at everything. Right now, what I'm seeing with them is, all I hear about them is the compensation, which is the money. Them stuck on the money. Okay? And O'Neill is just saying, okay, I get it. I want you to make money too. And I'm fine with money because O'Neill is like that. I'm about my money. But the deal of the matter is this. You also want to basically sit down, come up with a strategy and ask yourself the question. Well, let me ask myself a question. Where do I bring value? Because that's how business work. Like my mentor said long ago to me, O'Neill, don't forget the number one rule in business. And I said, what was that? Supply and demand. What are you supplying? Is there a demand for it? That's it. If you're supplying something that there's no demand for, you're not going to see numbers. If you're supplying something that there's demand for, you will see the numbers. So that's all O'Neill is saying. When he say all of this, that's all he's saying. I'm saying all of this to say that. Until they know what they bring to the table outside of beauty, as they have said, then it makes no difference. That's all O'Neill is saying. But friends, tell you what. That's my time. I'm not going to sit too long. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful day. I love y'all very, very much.
Welcome to the O'Neill Show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. it.